Welcome everyone to Beckoned Development Weekly Stream, episode 26. Ooh yeah. So, Dwight hasn't called in yet, but he may in just a little bit, but I'm going to turn off his hype man blob. Welcome everybody to the episode. We got Scoots in, yeah, Reese is in, yeah, and Kenton made it. But he's super tired. But good way, yep, good time to just sit on the couch and chill out. Well, first week of the demo being out. It's a lot of good things coming back. Like just calling people and talking to them about how they're experiencing it. They like it. They like the combat style. They've already been running into those bugs that we told you guys. Some of them were left in intentionally just to gauge reaction, but I think more or less that's a mistake now because it's kind of misleading. It's like, why'd you leave a bug in there? Why don't you just make it a feature? And we want to make it a feature, but right now it's an unfair feature that's not balanced and will kill you if you're just unlucky, you know. So it doesn't matter your skill level if you get into that kind of circumstance. But I'm sure if anyone plays RPGs that's watching knows of the Berserker mode that a character can be inflicted with, where basically you don't have the option to do spells or items or defend. You're just constantly attacking. So it's a technique I wanted to try to play with a little bit, because when we played it, you know, and had it happen for the first time, it was crazy, because it was like, oh my god, what's going on? Oh, hit, slice, it's gonna kill me. And I actually killed it on the first experience, and so I was like, that was kind of epic, you know. My heart was racing a little bit to try to get that kill in before it hit me. But if it's got a good mechanic behind it that kind of leaves some fairness to it of some sort, I think it might be kind of a fun thing to explore. So back to where a bug can be a feature type thing. I believe Dwight was wanting to come in. He tried calling me yesterday, and I was in the middle of a couple other things, and I forgot to call him back, and now I feel bad. What's up, bud? How you doing, man? Welcome back to the show. For all I know, Dwight might be, just kicking out with a steak and a nice glass of wine and seeing his little brother, you know, sink or swim. But everything's been going pretty okay with that. I was trying to get a few of you guys to remember to go sign up on the Indiegogo pre-campaign, so we can notify you as soon as the campaign goes live. There will be an early bird special. We're again just trying to get the final accounting numbers out so the packages are all put together properly and attractively as well. So that'll be going good too. I've got Talon in my lap right now. I sat down and he was just kind of like, nah, I'm not going nowhere. So, but yeah, we have Grint again. If you watched our last episode of Art Bros with me and Joe, it was a fun one. It was a fun one. It was awesome. So if you want to, go back and watch Art Bros episode 6. It was really neat. But yeah, I do, if you want to support us, the best way to support us right now is if you can play it on a PC, because that's the only thing it's for, which that's what makes the numbers a little interesting, because people are seeing all the advertisement stuff on mobile, but you can't play it on mobile, and if you don't have a computer, and I used to have the old specs. So on the Steam page, the specs, the minimum requirements. I need to go back and fill those in again. We were able to play it on 6-year-old accounting computers. So it was, so they can crunch numbers pretty okay, but nothing like what modern computers do. But hey, some people have older rigs, and we just tried to test them on a myriad of PCs. I think I tried it on one from 2007, and it crashed it. Like, I guess just trying to open it simply just, but it was an old computer anyway. It could have been the battery drain. Yeah, it didn't like pop and explode or anything. Say hi, Bubba. What's up, guys? I'm a YouTube star, yeah. But so that's been good. But that's the best way, is if you can go on there and play, go on Steam, play the demo, and then leave a comment in the discussion section. Like I said on Art Bros, I don't think. See you later, Bubba. You going? No, you're staying in here. Okay. So you can't. I don't think they let you review a game that hasn't been released. But I need to still look through a little bit of that and make sure that's true. Can I boost the audio on the music or my mic? Probably my mic. How's that, bud? A little bit better. But yeah, it's been real interesting. I'm trying to be patient more than anything. Joe was telling me, don't worry about posting all the time about it. You're not annoying people. That's just advertisement in general. I'm starting to design an actual ad campaign that we can run throughout this pre-campaign to try to get it, more emails in there, because that's what kind of gauges me the response to some stuff. So get that going out there, get a press packet put together, and I plan to put the press packet downloadable on our webpage. That way, if anyone wants to, grab it down, share it with friends, there's actual shareable content like GIFs and, little pre-posters, or maybe a couple simple stock wallpapers. I think I intend to design a few good ones, pretty cool ones for the rewards section for Indiegogo. So that could be neat. But then again, I'm like, it's digital wallpapers, so why do that? Maybe exclusives. That's a good one. Some exclusive backer wallpapers. That's a good one, right? Or no? I don't care, pet me. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Just trying to get a new ad campaign kind of rolling so we can maximize our visibility. It's getting hit all over the place though, so that's exciting. A little worrisome. I don't mean to break any cultural laws. I don't think anything in there would do it, but I didn't mean to. I'm sorry if I did, but that should be all on Steam's back, not mine, I hope. But yeah, that's all I'm running with right now. My gas tank is kind of rolling a little low. We try to learn not to pay attention to the analytics so much, but it's also exciting. Seeing that there's a heartbeat to it, kind of maybe the day after I've done some posts, things boost up a little bit. And I think Art Bros and I think this channel kind of helped that, that heartbeat a little bit. So that's good. Where you going? What are you going to make up your mind doing? You out of here? You out of here or no? Okay, I guess he thinks he needs to talk now, but yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna put some captions in this later. You're telling the link to go to on Steam to download it, right? Yeah, yeah, and Indiegogo too. Right. Yeah, yeah. Sign up for Indiegogo too. So guys, let's get into Grinth a little bit. How about that? So last we met, I've been doing a little bit of cleanup work. I'm still not totally sold on the sandy brownness, but hope everything's going all right. Certain analytics on my studio right now just said there's no viewers, but then now it says there's 6 current viewers, so I'm gonna stop doing that and get back to the drawing. Just do the work. But guys, thanks for hanging out with us again. Like Dwight said, yes, last episode, man. To know that you guys show up and give us your support and precious time on Friday nights when you could be spending it with your families, and maybe that is what you're doing with your family. That's kind of cool too. It's exciting. I mean, me and Dwight being family ourselves, and everyone that's been in the along on this project, and like even in the background, like Kenton with a lot of the writing help and the concepts and just the sheer childhood dreaming inspiration and push the whole time has been incredible. The constant support he gives. His logo, by the way, bringing up the logo of Beckoned, and now that Kenton's here, it'd be really cool, dude. If you sent me a picture of that in Facebook Messenger. Let me see if I can't pull that up real quick. If you could message it to me real quick to kind of cut down on the time to search for it. But he sent it to me and he goes, "Whoa, you want to see something nuts?" And I said, "Sure." And he sends me this photograph, or not a photograph, it's a drawing that we did it, or he did it when he was a kid, or like when we were like 14, 15, something like that. But Kenton was the one that, really did a lot of work getting that logo pretty much designed the way it is. Oh, that was him right there. Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna download that, and then I'm gonna bring it over into Photoshop so I can show some stuffs. Give me it. But yeah, so like I talk about in a lot of the breakdown of About Us and where the inspiration for Beckoned came from and all that. Kenton's the best friend growing up playing Rollmaster, which Kenton, look at this. Rollmaster, short 100 pages. So I want to. I used to have the original leather bound, or the original hardbound books, but I misplaced them during a move. So I was like, I wanted to review the rule sets again. But anyway, back to this. He was really good at coming up with like runic type writing. He's been studying Japanese for a very long time. He's got family in Japan. His older brother is just one of the smartest guys that I'd ever met. And he was the one that basically taught me and Kenton how to play Rollmaster, just with a piece of paper and a single die. Nothing fancy. And so we would just go nuts throwing each other through these adventures. So this image is from one, I guess when we were 14 or something, but I don't want to give away anything that anyone doesn't super recognize. And Kenton, if you can, let's not really describe too much of anything, but there's 2 planets there's two planets being, cycled through, or infinity through, or portaled through, if you would. So when we got together to work on the logo, and started coming up with what it could look like, he really did. He didn't remember any of this, and just the other day he found it and was like, dude, I forgot totally about this. I had no memory of when we were doing it, and coming up with a logo. But these runes, pretty cool, all that stuff. But yeah, it's just, so this piece of paper is one proof of how long we've worked on this idea, because we were talking about, it wasn't called Beckoned originally. We called it by a project name. But this, I wish you had a date on this somewhere, but by the looks of it and everything, yeah, we were about 14, 15. But I have a piece of paper from 8th grade from school that they wanted us to put our plans and aspirations of the future, like what would your life look like in 5 years, or when you're 20, or when you're 30. And I put when I was 30 that I would be attending a release party for my game. And I didn't have a name for it right then. Like I said, we just had a project, name for it all the time. I think we just said Divanis all the time, talk about the planet. But in the little thing, I said I'd be attending this party. People would be dressed as characters and everything, and I still have that piece of paper in my art portfolios in the back room, and I should have pulled that up for tonight. But those are also outside the drawings. But those drawings are later. This is going back like 2 decades almost, so it's just nuts. But he was like, it's just crazy cool to see things from the past boil back up, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's really neat. But I've been real lucky to have good people, along this ride. And like I said in the trailer, like Taj, I've never been alone. So, I mean, I have been physically, but not, you all know what I mean. So, Grinth. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really totally sold on the blondish sandy color. Can we get some people, guys in the chat? Let's give me some suggestions. Throw me a fur color. Let's make this a little interactive. Or you guys are like, no, just do it. I'm sorry, I don't have Dwight here to bounce off, so. What if she was, yeah, I plan to frost the tips, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, like I need a base color, but then I could probably frost the tips of her hair. And I can't forget to adjust the mouth. I was talking to Art Jedi on Art Bros on Wednesday, and talked about doing that. So yeah, guys, give me some color ideas for Grant's fur, and I'll try to see what they look like. I'm gonna fix the mouth real quick though. And this is the magic of art surgery. Now see, I liked this slight little quirkiness in her mouth being slung off to the side, because here's what I was talking about. Forgot for everyone that wasn't there for that episode, so I'll just talk about it again real quick. I was talking to about this process of checking your work. As you're drawing, you're always kind of seeing it from a perspective. But a real nice way to check the balance and everything else in the composition is to do a simple mirror flip, and things would be off. So I just mirror flipped it, and you can see that mouth now really slides to, you know, to her left, but, you know, to our right. I even kind of like this angle a bit better because that is more accentuated. So burnt amber, bright rust highlights. Yeah, she'd be fiery. Yeah. Let's see. Let's try it out. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this pose instead of the other one. Somehow I like her being left-hand dominant. Alright. And that's just choice. Just choices, you know. Because I'm right-handed, I notice I kind of draw a lot of things in a certain you know, the front butt flaps, you know. I just remembered that Shop Kid Dash is the only character so far in Beckoned that doesn't have a front butt flap. So I was working that as sort of like a culturalistic style, like you know, just something that basically everybody on the planet does, you know. Not for any weird reasons. It was just like just the word, you know, George of the Jungle, the whole butt flap loincloth. It kind of goes back to the days of, you know, a more ancient time. So, and where's Debbie Olsen? She's supposed to be in here. She's a historian. Come on, Debbie. You're supposed to be helping me out here. But nah, she's cool. What about you, bud? Have you ever wore a front butt flap? I haven't. But if my childhood dream of being 30 and people dressing up as characters from the game at a release party, then y'all be in butt flaps. Front butt flaps. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, okay, so hair color suggestions, and Kenton's just throwing them out there. So you got me slate green, aquamarine. See, I like that one too. The bright rust and the amber was cool too. Blue tilt purple hot. I see that color, that's throwing. There you go. Oh, and by the way, Reese, there's a reason Anel's voice is spelled with an E, not an A. And if you've noticed somewhere in any of my documentation that you've read A instead of E, please let me know, because I need to change that. It's kind of the same kind of subtext that front butt flap might type, if you kind of get what I'm saying. I just wanted to stay consistent to a kid's idea and know it wasn't something weird. You know, I was designing a lot of the names for this project and for this world was yeah, there is a reason, Ken. But coming up with a naming convention, a lot of RPGs pull from mythologies, Greek mythology, stuff like that. Because I really am trying to stick to a whole other planet, a whole other civilization. By the way, they found the official, I guess in the news, the headline said that, but the first possibly inhabitable exoplanet that's Earth-sized, that's in the habitable ring of its host star. But it seemed like when I read the article, their analyzations are still a little vague. They have two versions of it, whether it being rocky or being water covered, in which case their surface temperatures would be drastically different. But uh, I texted it to Kenton and to Scoots, and I said, Devonis is found. Devonis is found. But, oh, what's up, Tolik? How you doing? By the way, if I'm not mistaken, Tolik, remind me, you have an indie game called Call to Valkyrie. Am I correct? That you're also trying to produce? But yeah, just let me know, Tolik. Because yeah, I wanted to shout out that people go check it out on Discord. Sweet acoustic track. Yeah, Kenton did a great job with it, man. It's my favorite track he's done. I do not have a game. Oh, okay. Alright, never mind. My bad. But yeah, dude, this acoustic track is my favorite thing. So what do you guys, I like this color, but I don't know. I play Call to Valkyrie a lot, and they gave, oh, okay. Alright, so yeah, I got you. You're right, Kenton. It is really lame. And like color scheme wise, like when we see the characters on the screen, they need to have their own identifiable colors. Think in Chrono Trigger, how, you know, Chrono, Luca, Marl, you know, Robo, you know, they all have their, and Magus, they all have their own, like, the new Ori soundtrack. Here's the crew. Oh, I bet. I was at GDC during the first Ori and the Blind Forest GDC talk with the artist. I think that was the first one. But he talked about getting hired to do this game and him being basically let loose. They said, we have programmers that can make any tool you want. So basically tell us what you want to do with it. And so he came up with really awesome ideas and to execute, like, first time ever seeing it too. Like, I didn't see a trailer, I didn't know anything about it, so I just go into it, you know, pretty blindly. And then he plays the trailer of it, and I had goosebumps all through my body going, I can't believe I'm at GDC. I can't believe my first talk is with this artist like this, and this is the kind of stuff he's working on. I said, I gotta find a way of doing that. I have to find a way. But we can go booger green. Maybe opposing colors. Yeah, I was thinking complementary more than anything. But yeah, the frosted tips. I don't know. I'm still just kind of trying to feel out the color. But what's up, Joe? Karatapano made it though. I didn't make a big deal about that. Joe Karatapano. All right, so Joe has a comic book called Star Circuit. You can go to starcircuitcomic.com. He has an Indiegogo pre-campaign as well. So if you want to support beginning artists, go to his Indiegogo. I was gonna make a joke there by saying go to mine first, and then once you get through that gate, then go to Joe. But I'm not gonna be a mean man like that. Go to Joe's Indiegogo page, sign up. That way you can get notified for when his comic book goes live. I read it. He sent it to me. It's awesome. It's killer. He's got excellent. He got a professional letterist on it. He's getting an alternate cover done by a good artist, a known artist, and not that he needed it because the art that he did already is incredible. Go check out his trailer. The music he got for it syncs just great with the attitude that he's going for. So yeah, go check out Joe's stuff too. But then after you do that, go over to the Indiegogo on Beckoned and hit that one up too. You're gonna get a lot of notifications. So, yeah, well, Joe, me and Joe made this deal that when his comic book was done, our prototype would be done. So it was funny, the day he released his trailer and announcing publicly that his book was done, the next day we ended up working our butts off getting it live on Steam. I couldn't let him get across that line, not without being on his heels. But alright, back to colors. Now see, the purple. The purple. I'm getting childhood. My first Ninja Turtle I was a fan of was Donatello, and I don't know why. But then over the time, it moved over into Leo. The early time. My base has been purple, so I know we're all kind of biased, but blue leading purple. I don't want to go too blue because of Lane's blue outfit, but he's got that reddish crazy hair, so, and it's a total different blue as well, so because it's like if you Super Nintendo graphics them, you would use the same color exactly, the same color palette, which I should be doing here. That's the way best art looks. But I have styles. It works. So what are we looking at? Purple green, love the purple green together. Right. Let's see. All right, let's roll. I'm gonna change the base real quick though, so I don't get confused. Yeah, when I made a joke to Kent when I was listening to this track, I was like, who did the singing? And he was like, well, I did, I just messed with it, with the synths and stuff. I said, oh, okay. What are you saying? And he's like, oh, I'm just mumbling, speaking in tongues, basically. And I'm like, okay, because it sounds like you're singing Jeremy's a Fool if you're just drunk enough to hear it, Just joking. I was hoping he was putting some subliminal messages in there. See, look, what's he doing? Film twist. Okay, and what's that mean? I thought you just said you were speaking in tongues. Is that speaking in tongues? Film twist. Esta makes me think Spanish, but I never took Spanish, so I'm not sure. Dude, we had the whole conversation about it. See, I told you when if you're just drunk enough, you'll hear. Yeah, we're talking about bad memories, and on me, I guess that escapes me. Oh, no. I think I'm starting to, okay. Yes, right. I forget. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you. That's why you're here this episode, bro. Keep me on my heels. That's great. I think it was Now We Were Home because we were talking about but I guess it doesn't matter. I think you can maybe the dialect you can switch around the order of the words. Yes, secret lore stuff we can't tell nobody. Even though I do have it. I have it mentioned, but I'm not saying anything. Haha, Donnie was the nerdy one. And Raph was the... Yeah, they're all awesome. I'm just trying to be a punk. Joe was in the Raph costume. Most likely to play D&D. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright. So wait a minute. Did I just get demoted from Leo to Donnie now? And is that a demotion? It's just I don't get to argue with Joe. Oh, by the way, Joe. Okay, so last episode we're dressed up as Ninja Turtles. His image was of Ninja Turtles. A pizza was delivered to my house right before we went live. And I did not have a bottle of ranch right there to dump on that pizza while Joe was on the other side of that screen. I missed the ranch joke. Never again, though. Never again. If another pizza crosses the screen, I'm probably gonna go to Costco's or what? Not Costco's. What is it? Sam's Club, and just get the biggest jug of ranch. Probably put a little tap on it too. That way, I know, right on the pizza. Oh, I missed that joke, but it would have been great. What we aspire to. So, let's try some Frosty Tips. Yeah. I wonder if Dwight's okay. He didn't hit me up at all. Now I'm starting to get a little worried. Hope he's doing okay. He's probably working late. Trumpets are awesome. I'm throwing it there for now. It's on its own layer, so I'll get to play with it a little bit, talk about the colors on top of here. So, Joe, I guess Jedi Josh is still boycotting me over Mando, but I gave him a little bit of a project. I wanted him to get the clumsiest, thickest black ink marker brush, whatever he could, and to do a Star Wars character in the Metal Gear Solid concept art style. I wanted to see how he could take his style and actually work it in a sort of a shorthand, impressionistic scene. So let's see what he pops up with. He was showing me some of his beginning sketches on the torso type, using that technique, and you did well on your videos on showing people, like your early ones, because he was there watching a lot of them, and he's got it. Shouldn't that be in all caps? Joe's screaming rain. Now, should it be in the chops or everywhere, or is it just like... Yeah, so Joe went to Pandora Land, and I've been to Pandora Land. I think it was a couple of years ago. But yeah, he sent me a photo. He was like, "It's real Divanis out here, dude." And what he doesn't know is I visited Disney when I was a kid in high school, and I had my sketchbook, and this was before Avatar. And yeah, the ride is really cool. This was before Avatar came out, though, and they had this parade that they would do in Animal Kingdom, and there was these, people on stilts walking around with would look like, because I'm a kid that fantasized like dragons, armor, D&D, stuff like that. So, and I'm an artist kid, and I see all these things, and I'm going, okay, I can create a race of creatures like the Zora or the Gorons in Zelda. I can come up with this whole kind of like little culture. And I drew a few pictures of these really tall. If I could find that book in a blink of an eye, which no, I wouldn't, because I still haven't unpacked everything. Yeah. Anyway, I have a drawing of those of the what are they called in Avatar? What's the race called? I forget. Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, that's a good idea. Have Joe bathing in ranch. Or I'm bathing in ranch. And Joe's looking disgusted. Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing tonight. Navi, right. The race is called the Navi. Well, I have a drawing that is of a tall, slender. I imagined they were blue, like in my head when I drew it. They have more of these animal type mouths like you see on Grinth here, but their eyes were solid black. Their ears, I forgot. I think they were like tipped like elves, but it was a different shape. But they had Ninja Turtle fingers, and the feet also had the 3 appendage, or phalange or whatever, distal phalange or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, 3 toes. So I have a feeling that the reason why that Pandora Land looks a lot like Divanis is because Disney put something in my brain and, you know, basically was stealing my idea. But that's my story. They had to put guns and robots in theirs though. And like weird alien hair sex. I'm not going that weird. I'm going weird. But Dwight's got to program this thing, so I will probably have to do that. So yeah, guys, thanks for showing up again. It's been awesome having you around. I've got to make my phone's over there plugged up and charging, and Dwight hasn't hit me up, so I'm kind of worried about him. But then again, I think he might have told me he might not be on because it's a special time for him. So maybe that's what it was. Can anyone guess why I spell Atlas with a Y? Because you wanted people to ask why. See? Kenton's got, yeah, because it looks cool. I don't want to miss it. What's he going to say? A lot of people about the naming convention of Beckoned, I've gotten comments being like, maybe you should make a lot of this stuff more pronounceable. It's like, you didn't even ask me how to pronounce it, you know? Like, give it a shot. We've done a pretty good job at trying to make it at least pronounceable. This is a tear. Gotcha. I like mead. I thought we were talking about the drink. Yeah. Yeah, the Easter eggs are the cool things about creative works that, you know, they have the little hints of tributes to them. I have my own towards Tolkien a lot. I'm moving that up there. I have a lot to Tolkien and what's going on, mainly in just like the way that Eulafie is holding the Loden necklace. I was trying to do that you know, one of those shots where Frodo is holding the ring up, or something. I was just there's little homage pieces and some stuff, and then most of them all, you know, are inspired by Joe's animatic. When I'm talking about like the cutscenes and the prologue, it's he did a really good job with that, and Kenton for drafting that out. That was awesome. But I wanted to spend time to write the whole novel out, but it looks like that's gonna be an afterthought. But I wanted the novelization to come out at the same time of the game. That way, you know, there's a little bit of extra info in the book that you can get maybe a little bit deeper experience in the game. But yeah, again, it's like just even writing and getting things perfect. And I'm not saying that I've done that successfully even yet, you know, but I'm going to try, you know, and it'd be fun to allow, because, I mean, games have their limitations, but you're supposed to be creative to work around those limitations. So with that medium, I want to give it everything I got. And sitting there and I'm going to have to kind of soft write it anyway because of writing the story scenarios and stuff. And we've already plotted out a lot of that, so it's basically just expounding on that more, you know, in the writing medium, or those events, you know. Probably get a little bit more cerebral into the characters and the scenes than maybe more than we'll experience in the game, of course. Dialogue changes, you know, but again, it's an afterthought compared to having to get the game done and roll. But yeah, guys, I need you all to go into the discussion section of Steam and raise hell. You know, like, say some really horrible stuff about it to get people talking. Do something. Try latest build again on big screen. Yeah. So we played around with a projector in case I might have said this already, but we played with a projector in the game, being projected on a wall, for like if they ever do conference shows and where I can get some booth space and we can throw some trailer video behind us on the wall of the booth. I did the booth design like a long time ago, pre-pandemic, you know, so still intend to one day hopefully have that, except now I'll be wiping off controllers and, you know, making sure everything's sanitized and all good. But that's, again, I don't know how long it'll be. GDC looks like they're gonna be actually holding this year, or this coming year. Trying to look at all the event schedules and see what we can what we can slide into. But yeah, it's been a crazy year. I'd rather be patient, but we're out of the gates. So there's no slowing down for anything just yet. Where are we at? 10 minutes. Yeah, we had one complaint by someone that said that the game wasn't optimized at all. It was kind of making his computer sound like a rocket ship being taken off. But the conversation I had with him like a few minutes before that he had a cooling, a hydro cooling system within his PC, so it sounded pretty like serious. But we've played it on old systems, so we'll see what happens. Now it's time to play with this orange. That's cool. That's fun. It looks more. I mean, they're both the orange and the green go with purple grape, color theory wise. There's only one reason I don't really want to go with the green though. It's the phytomining, stuff. I don't want her to look like she's infected. She'd be our COVID character. Oh, don't shake my hands. Let's see. I am saying that the Jiri have been a very fun creation to just. I mean, they're not exactly monkeys. They're not, but they are primate-ish. I don't know. I haven't put any extra details on her just yet. What do you see? That's what I was talking about, like frosting the tips. We're just like throwing that lighter tone in there. Yeah, the Vets gradient's cool. I gotta actually apply it to some of the other stuff too. I'm gonna roll with that because it's not so conflicting with everything as I move down and complete more of the outfit and the details. And then by the end of it, I might come right back up there and start changing some stuff. So, like that color, for example. But that's how we do it, kids. And right now, it's gonna trick my mind because you know why it looks better. It looks better because it looks like the highlight that needs to go there, and not the hair color that I'm trying to go for. You know what I mean? Is that what I just did? I frosted the tips, but that's not my light layer. So, uh-oh, I found it. Never mind. I'm going with that. That looks cool. It kind of goes with the shoulder cowl she has, almost. That green is a bit different. But it would be surprising that she would find someone being able to dye whatever type of fabric she's grown into that to match her hair color. So we have got 5 more minutes, guys. Hope everyone's been having a good night tonight. Joe, thanks for making it out, buddy. You know, and the string a different color. It would actually like come off a little bit better if I just kind of stayed with the texture that I kind of got rolling in here, in the chops. If I kind of, but those are also highlights that haven't been smoothed out. So really, what's got to happen is the highlights. You pop that over here, you come over here, and you grab a universally slight white blue. Come back around here and a blah 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 blah. And now I've got to intensify some colors, because when that highlight goes on, it really starts to blend with it. So we'll have to go back to those super crazy saturated colors. Joe's hair details for his for Star Circuit, I'm usually more realistic. Oh yeah, I've got to do plugs. What the hell am I doing? Okay, guys, let me see if I can't get some plugs here. Yeah, Star Circuit, all that, you know, go to Joe stuff. Oh, there you go, Fur Streaks. Yeah, Fur Streaks. Fur Streaks. Oh, man, that internet is slow. Come on, baby. Speed up. Alright, so let me throw... I want you guys to be able to see my screen. Oh, there we go. Boom. Okay, so Beckoned is the game we're working on, the game that we're talking about, all that. It's an RPG, JRPG. I'm turning off the music right now to see and pray that this video loads great.
You must engage the darkness. If you are going to regain the memories lost to you. You must stay strong.
A lone child's presence does not bode well for the circumstances.
No one can pass. And inquisitive. It will be difficult.
Well, that's just perfect.
But try to remember. You are never alone.
Yeah, so I gotta add the additions, like the Indiegogo, you know, link over here, and then the Steam logo over there, and I'll try to update that sometime soon. Okay, we got you. We got you.
Engage the darkness.
Yeah, we got you. Is that like on auto? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Goodness. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Get out of there. So, if you go to zadestudios.com/Beckoned, I've kind of made some adjustments, like making that beginning not so wordy. Still got your prologue. Still got all your character, you know, information on the main characters. There's a little bit of fade in glitch happening over there on the Wix, you know, side. So hopefully they figure out that bug soon. So yeah, guys, go check that out. I've no longer got the crowdfunder section, and please try not to buy these overly priced shirts. If you want to, I guess now would be the time, because we've only got a little bit more left, but they're horribly overpriced. I don't want you to pay that much for a t-shirt, so don't do it. The only reason you would do it is if you want this specific shirt, because we're going to be redesigning the shirts that are going to be offered on Indiegogo. So do that, and then I got to pull over the Indiegogo page real quick, talk you guys through that. Not like you need me to talk you through it, but here we go. And we already watched the video, so, you know. But Beckoned is a meticulously handcrafted epic adventure with a real-time twist to JRPG turn-based combat systems. Did that so much better today than on Art Bros. Yes! Anyway, go there, sign up on the email address, and that just lets you know immediately when this campaign goes live, and then you could chuck in and get the early bird special, which we're, like I said, as soon as we know what it is, I'll start letting you guys know. Hand-drawn art and design, from concept art to the game assets. Y'all know it's been me drawing a lot of this, most of it, if not entirely all of it. Kenton helped with the map and the logo, and with the character design of Sarfagan. So we've actually brought that back into, some things. So twisting the turn-based system, it allows for multiple attacks to multiple enemies within a turn. Few people have been playing the demo and don't realize that as you run up and you start hacking, you can hit those triggers to jump to the other enemies, kind of cycle through them during a turn. Really fun, really fun. But it's a little quirky right now, which is one of those bugs I got to figure out, because you got to hit it twice to get it to either start working or continue to work. So it sometimes works great, other times it needs 2 hits. But I'm thinking of changing this image. It says unleash powerful magic by collecting and raising loading crystals. I need to have that big fudged out skill tree, spell tree, that image that I showed you guys a few episodes ago, because I don't think a lot of people understand how much I've got planned already for this game. But yeah, all our social links down there, except still missing the Instagrammy. But yeah, guys, thanks again for showing up tonight. It's been awesome back with the music. Probably should have been doing that while I did that. Would have been a bit more entertaining. But guys, thank you all so much for showing up again. It's been great. Go ahead, show your friends. Please send it out to your friends, anybody. And the holidays are coming up, like Thanksgiving and Halloween is tomorrow, and you gotta have parties. You're gonna be with your family. You're not gonna be sitting around a computer. So at least show them on the phone. Get them to do that. And this has been great, guys. You all are awesome. You all have a good night. Be safe. Enjoy your Halloween. And we will see you all later.